Good? Sorry. Beige Connection Podcast. Nathan Beige. What's up, guys? It's Friday. It's been a nice another long week. It's Friday. Look at that. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you. All right. I hope everybody had a good week. I hope you fucked that shit up. I think I fucked up my week in a good way, though. Like, you beat it. You got over it. I want to throw some shout outs again, and I want to thank Live, my cousin. He does Track House Radio on Mixed Vibe Radio. And check him out if you're into the Long Island hip hop, New York hip hop. You want to see some of the up and coming artists. And then Mixed Vibes Radio, my man Mike, for having me. Let's dive into it. What have I been up to? Trying to just figure shit out with myself, you know, trying to get my life on track, trying to make my millions so I can be. I heard this girl on the radio today, and she was talking about how she's 26 and she can't find a man who's like at her level and shit. So she was just saying, she was making it sound like you should be happy, like you should be a millionaire. Like she said, oh, I have my shit together. I'm a teacher. I'm very successful. And she's like, I'm 26. I can't find anybody. And it was just funny because she made it sound like niggas should have their shit together at 20. She's like, I don't date men my age or niggas younger than me. They just don't have it together yet. Which I get. You mature a little early.
Shit, you could date an older woman and she still ain't got her life in order.
But then you start getting misogynistic when you start talking about shit like that. Because you could be like, an older woman's not gonna take a younger nigga. She will, but for, you know, to make her feel youthful. She ain't doing it for the money. No rich woman with money is gonna do that shit. Yeah. She's not gonna take in somebody who ain't got shit unless she got shit.
Yeah.
And the man's gotta have shit. Like Chris Tucker said, right?
She's gonna suck you dry.
Well.
Then when you don't got shit, she's out.
She ain't gonna suck you dry. She gonna run your motherfucking credit card up. She gonna run your bank statements up. You gonna be out of the loop. Excuse me. Might have to start that Heineken a little soon. Getting a little party. Yeah, working on me, myself. I'm gonna be going back to work sometime in July. Unemployment's been fun, and I finally got a call from my boss. He wants me to come back. He's been hiring people, so that's looking good. So I'll be working for the summer instead of being a degenerate sitting on the fucking couch getting them checks, which would be nice.
I heard they're paying people to go back to work.
Yeah, I heard that shit too, but I don't trust that shit.
They're giving people like a tax break to go back to work.
I heard there was one where they were telling people that they can get like 2 months prior, like what's coming up, like August, September. Like you can get that if you go back to work. It's an incentive. Like you can still get those two months if you go back to work or find a job, I guess.
Yeah, now the scams gonna start hitting. You know that, right?
Unemployment scams? Dude, Joe, if you don't want to go back to work, that's on you. But you're going to get to a point where you're going to be sitting there like, damn, I'm not.
They're going to be scamming left and right.
I'm not working. I don't have shit going on. And then when you're ready to go back to work, you can be like, what you been doing for like the last 2? And you can be like, oh, I was injured.
Chilling.
And you'd be like, oh, it looks like it was COVID here. You're going to be fucked. You're going to fuck yourself. Yeah, I'm going to need that.
People like, what you been doing? COVID.
I mean, it gave me time to get my shit together. I mean, it was for a good reason. You know, my grandparents and shit.
Yeah.
Finally, my grandmother got her shot. My uncles got their shot. My 2 other grandparents haven't got theirs yet. I don't know if they plan on it. I've talked to them, but they seem like they're very iffy about it. So, you know, I'm trying to be safe. I don't want to kill my grandparents, guys. All right. One of my grandparents already died from COVID. I don't need another one. And then I don't need that to be my fault.
You said you got the shot?
Nah, I didn't get the shot.
I'm just fucking with you.
Nah. Yo, you know what I was sitting at work thinking about today? I was like, just for the convenience, I would like to have a fucking card. Like, I mean, not even if I'd ever go anywhere, I'd just have it. They could be like, wait a minute. I thought you didn't have. Bro, you gotta have it. Just for the convenience. For the convenience. Not to just be going anywhere, but if it's that just in case card. That just in case. Not a sponsor. Excuse me. You want that? You want one?
No, I'm good.
All right.
I got something brewing.
Oh, all right. So some of the things I was thinking about today that I want to kind of share with you guys is the fuck it motto.
What?
The fuck it motto.
The model?
Yeah.
Or the model?
Motto.
The model? The one that they killed in Brazil?
M-O-T-T-O.
They shot that bitch in the head.
Nah. Oh, you mean the Brazilian? And she
Did you see that?
face planted to the ground?
Yo, did you see that?
That was a long. I saw that probably last. That was like.
No, it just happened a couple days ago.
And where?
Man, check this out.
I saw one that happened in Brazil, but that was like she was a model or some shit, and they ran up behind her. The guy just shot her real quick and was gone.
No, actually, we were watching it this morning on the Talk Up show.
Okay.
We brought this conversation up. It's sad, but it's fucked up. She was a mule. Drug dealers were using her to transport drugs. Okay. She got robbed. It was her and her boyfriend. They got jacked for their items. Okay. The drug dealers were hot. They were pissed off. They made the model go live on her IG. She went live. She started talking about what happened. Confessing and shit about what happened. At the end of the IG, they told her, get down on your knees. I'm like, oh, this is gonna get
in the IG.
This shit's gonna yeah. I thought this shit was going Pornhub style. I was like, oh, get on your knees, okay?
I think that would have probably been a better thing than what you about to say.
Yo, she went on her knees. Pow.
Like on the live.
On the live.
What'd she do?
The videos. I'll look it up through.
Well, I don't want to see that. I don't watch shit like that. I don't watch shit like that. Yo, I'm not into the whole snuff film thing. I've only ever seen two things in my life, and that was a snuff film, and I was younger. This was like early 2000s when we had a computer, and that shit, nobody had parental, all that shit.
Damn.
I saw a guy get his head cut off with a machete. Like, kind of just kept lopping the motherfucker, and they picked him up by his head. That shit didn't faze me. Not too much. I kind of turned it off and was kind of like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing this.
You're like,
and then
shit.
Another one was, I think, a kid did something to a cartel guy's daughter or some shit, or something at school. And that motherfucker got blown away with a shotgun. Like, they showed that.
This shit got.
I can't see it right now, but that. You're setting yourself up to be a fucking serial killer in that. Excuse me. Bro.
She was a model. So back to the model.
I can't imagine that though. Fuck the model. I can't imagine that situation where you're sitting there and like just run. Just let them shoot you in the back. Just show one little ounce of just get the fuck out of here. You know you're gonna die. That's your.
What do you do at that point? I mean, do you fight? Do you put up a fight? Either way,
they tell you to They tell you to get on your knees. You know what's about to happen.
So what you gonna do? Run?
Try something. Try everything in the movie. Something. They ran somewhere. They jumped out a window. Where?
Be like Smokey.
In what?
In Friday?
When they was running away? This is Smoke Dog, baby. Yeah, no. Exactly like that. Jumped in the back of a truck, which they should have saw them motherfuckers. They were sitting right above them. They should have saw them.
This shit was wild. That's a crazy video.
But that's too much. I don't know. I can't start. I can't do that shit.
Back to the motto. Yeah. Motto.
What about it? Motto. Yeah. Oh, you said motto. Motto. Yeah, my fault.
See? Took us off chart.
You were the one taking us to the snuff films. All right? Like, you the one going in that direction. I was trying to go into goals and wisdom, but nah, the fuck it motto in life. I don't know. I'm at a point in my life where it's easier to just say fuck stuff. And not even in the sense of because you don't care, but just because it makes it a little bit easier just to focus on yourself and do your own thing. Yes.
It's disgusting.
Got two conversations going on right now.
Yo, for real, we gotta do sign language. Like, so fuck it in life, right?
Yeah, fuck it in life.
I'm with you.
Nah, I mean, I'm at an age where so much shit is going on that I feel like there's a certain amount of shit you take in your life, and then you get to a certain point, and you just like, all right, I can't take that. And people start to think like you're an asshole because you don't want to put up with any of that shit, and you kind of look like a dick for it because like you're trying to focus on your shit, you're trying to get your shit going, and then there's always that I don't know, you're trying to get your shit together, and fuck, what were we saying?
Asshole.
I was on a roll. I smoked before this, guys, so had to get the blood flowing. Not like last Friday. I don't know. Maybe I should save this.
You gonna Biden on me? You gonna script it?
Nah, because this after the snuff shit, after the snuff film shit, it was a little hard to get into the positive
Say the motto.
shit. It was hard to get to goals, wisdom, growing, toxic and drama. Only human, be better for you, common sense. Nobody's perfect. That's the rundown. And we'll get into that after.
Right.
It's hard to get to that after the stuff film. All right, so Juneteenth is finally a holiday. It's sad that I don't know as much as I should about it. That's the one thing I find an issue is I don't know if it's my fault or if it's the school's fault for not
the schools
getting me into my heritage enough of like the African American experience or even just history.
Schools all the way around. It's like it changed since I've been in school. Like, man, it's changed big time. Like do you know how to sign your name? You know signature?
I do, but like kind of like a just not. It's not shitty.
Like
it's just not. It's not script. It's not what they call it, calligraphy or whatever. It's script. It's just
they showed you script in school. No,
they showed us, but there was a certain point where they stopped. I don't even think they do it anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
I think they stopped.
There'll be a lot of motherfuckers out there counterfeiting checks. They're like, word, that's how he's typing.
Well, that's the funny thing with credit cards and shit, because when people give you their credit card, they be like, oh, just sign it.
Yeah, okay.
And you be like, oh, yeah, fuck yourself. And you just, whatever. And then they never get a thing. They just get a text message. I guess that's it. You're the real fucking security. They're putting the job back on you. When they tell you, oh, we'll send you an email, we'll send you a text. You're the security. Because if you don't catch that shit and be like, oh, I didn't Target. Oh, I was there last week. That must have been. But then it's like, oh, that was $100. You're the one who has to check that shit, not them. Fucking credit card companies. I actually got to get a credit card. Get my credit rate. I got like a 542 or some shit. But that's from no work. I ain't put no work into that shit. Juneteenth, National Independence Day, and historically known as Jubilee Day, Black Independence Day, and Emancipation Day, is a federal holiday in the United States that commemorates the end of slavery and is regularly observed with celebrations of African American culture. It originated in Galveston, Texas, and has been created annually on June 19th in various parts of the United States since 1866. The day was recognized as a federal holiday. Oh, yeah, that's Wikipedia for you. They already got that shit up there. Wait. Yeah, Joe Biden just actually put it into. He just signed it today. He just signed his name today. Hopefully they don't take that shit away from him a couple of years. This don't look like your name, Joe, on this Juneteenth federal holiday.
They can't ask him if he signed it because he won't remember.
Bruh. It's so funny. All this shit, there's so much shit I have on this paper. And it's the Fauci shit that you were talking about last week.
Oh, you started digging on it?
I didn't really dig on it, but it's really on the podcast I've been listening to. Yeah. And then the Jon Stewart thing Jon Stewart went on the Colbert Report. And he actually did this thing where he came out and he I don't know, are we allowed to do it? Let me see. I could play that right here, right?
Yeah.
They had Jon Stewart. He came on the Colbert Report and he was talking about the thing. It's the first thing that pops up. Jon Stewart on vaccine science and the Wuhan lab theory. Leave your worries on. Always in fucking.
Leave your worries on? Okay.
Nah, it's the freaking ads, man. It's these ads. There's always an ad. You know that Black Mirror episode where they have him sitting and you got to deal with ads?
Yeah.
And you got to buy, dude. That's what I feel like every goddamn time. Every time. Now I'm starting to feel like that's becoming a reality right now. All right. Let me get that for you. I like Jon Stewart. I thought Jon Stewart always did his thing. It don't get more raw than this.
Oh my God, there's nothing I wanted to do more than breathe everyone's air. Well, here's the thing. This is what I know about you.
This might be a loud few people with your headphones on, but.
Truly dear friends, and yet this is the first time I've seen you in the flesh in 15 years.
That is correct.
Right.
And I am so really happy. And I know we're all vaccinated, and I'm not going to get COVID, but I'm going to get something. I'm honestly, these people did not take good care of themselves during the pandemic.
Actually, the first time we talked during COVID, I was still in South Carolina.
That's right. You were locked down.
I was locked down there, and the family, Evie, years later, 100. How do you feel about this?
You gotta wait till he starts
Alvin
freaking
and the
out.
Chipmunks.
That to you.
I'm not kind of.
Alvin and the Chipmunk?
Yeah.
Well, when I was fast forward.
Oh my
If there was
God.
evidence, I'd love to.
Oh, here it is. This is it. This is it right here. This goes with that Fauci shit
No,
you
no,
were
no, no,
showing.
no, 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 no. Now, listen.
It's coffee. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you.
I'm
So
all
what
for
do you?
spit takes,
But
but-
what do you mean by? Do you mean like
Well, so
this?
here's
Perhaps there's a chance that this was created in a lab. There's an investigation.
A chance.
Well,
I'm-
but
so- oh my
if there was
God.
evidence, I'd love to hear it. I
There's
just
a
don't know.
novel respiratory coronavirus overtaking Wuhan, China. What do we do? Oh, you know who we could ask? The Wuhan novel respiratory coronavirus.
Besides
lab.
Fox and Tucker
the
Carlson.
disease is the
When you
same
showed me
name
that.
as the lab.
The lab, that.
That's
It's a
just
lab
that's
name.
just a little too weird, don't you think? And then they ask those scientists, they're like, "How did this?" So wait a minute, you work at the Wuhan respiratory coronavirus lab. How did this happen? And they're like, "A pangolin kissed a turtle." And you're like, "No, the
wait a
name
second.
of your lab.
Wait.
If you look at the name, let me see your business card. Show me your business card."
All right.
Oh,
But if you guys want to check that shit out, that's Jon Stewart on the Colbert Report. That's just a little part of it. But that right there is kind of like shit like this. Like I've been listening just to kind of what's been going on. So with the whole Fauci thing, I don't even know. I don't want to touch it because I've sat there so long just like wanting the country to come back together. And I didn't think it was just going to come back together under Biden. But I didn't think we were going to be here. I didn't think we were going to get to this fucking point. And shit seems to be getting just... I feel like now we might get Trump again, is what I'm trying to say. Like, nobody could trust either side. Is what
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you.
it's getting...
It's like we're back to the bullshit.
I know it was going to be bullshit. Trust me, I think I lean left. I definitely lean left because I'm a people person. Like, if I see somebody bullying somebody, it's just like, in me, that's just like, oh, that shit is wrong. Stop.
I'm like, if it's
Stop
right, it's
picking on
right.
that
If it's
person.
wrong, it's wrong. You know, on either side. But god damn.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they
They're lying to us.
Yeah, and then they fucking they send the vice president to the border. She goes to another country's border.
Where's she
They
going?
went to Guatemala. Yeah, Guatemala. And they're like, yo, you 12 weeks ago we sent you to our border. Like, what's up? And she's like, yeah,
I wish I paid enough attention, bro.
That shit. They asked.
It's hard to want to.
They asked why haven't you been to the border? And she replied, I have gone to the border.
Oh yeah. I heard
border.
that. She was like, I have actually gone to the border. I went last year or some shit like. She didn't go at that specific time.
Yeah.
So she was like, I don't understand why it's so important about me going to the border. You know, she's going, checking, and seeing.
She's
and
like, and I haven't been
what's
to,
wrong.
and I haven't been to Europe either. Motherfucker, you're not the president.
I wouldn't be
of
fucking
Europe.
going to Europe. I would not be going to Europe right now. They supposedly, I thought it was India that had the bad strain. Yo, we all over the place today, bro.
Yo,
Oof.
this is good shit.
I know it's good shit, but
You're gonna hashtag the shit out of this one.
we're gonna have to keep jumping back though.
Yeah. we started off with fucking the model.
Dude, we never get the chance to talk about black lives in this podcast because you know why? Because all this other shit comes up in front of it every time. We're the prime example. Not even us, but every time you try to talk about that shit, like I have to do I was just thinking I had to do a specific episode on Juneteenth and all the black shit happened in America because anytime you try to go on the list, it's like, all right, that's gonna take away. Oh, that's gonna take away. Everything on this Juneteenth is the top of the thing because I knew it was gonna be hidden under all the other shit. So I'm gonna try to do a whole episode dedicated, not just a quick 15-30 minutes to try to touch base on that. Because obviously COVID is still a topic of discussion. I thought India had the worst case, but now it seems that Europe has the worst case, and that shit somehow is gonna make its way over here.
They got some new shit coming.
But they said I don't even know how much worse they said it was, but they said it's a lot worse than the ones we've had here. Bruh, I don't even know how many strains we got here, and we already got another strain coming here. They got all these rich people, take their money away so they can stop traveling because they're the ones who keep doing this shit. At the beginning, they were the ones who actually, I think that's where they said they ended up finding out. It started in like New York or some shit from people who came from Europe.
Yeah.
I think they just
It's a new variant.
it's ridiculous. Another variant already.
Man, I feel like I'm watching fucking Loki.
No. Chill. I haven't. Yo, that's so funny because when I'm listening to the Breakfast Club on the podcast and Charlemagne starts talking about Loki, I like fast forward because this nigga almost ruined WandaVision for me. I haven't watched any of that. I'm trying to get to a good point where I could watch all the movies again and then watch the TV shows. Like I'm trying to binge all the movies and watch the TV shows because I just want to be like ready for all of that shit.
You better step up your game.
But it's good so far.
Yeah.
Did you watch WandaVision too, or just Loki? Yeah, you been watching them.
Both of them.
You watch both of them? Yeah, I gotta get on them, man. I gotta get on them.
Look. Fire.
Oh, I was about to be like, don't spoil nothing, man.
Fire.
I gotta check that shit out. I really want to check it out. I can't imagine that they're trash. I can't imagine that they're bad. And I can't imagine how much they're getting paid for that shit. But I can't imagine that those fucking shows are bad at all. Except the Iron Fist one. That shit was terrible. And I even had to watch it. All I had to watch was the trailer. It was on Netflix. It was the Marvel Iron Fist or whatever. That white dude. Looked like a yoga instructor and shit. That dude. But you saw Kanye's new jacket?
That blue shit?
Yeah. I don't even know what to call that shit.
That motherfucker's retarded.
Bro, that jacket's
Yo, he's really going through some shit.
Dude, yeah. People keep calling him a fucking genius, but once you stop understanding what the fuck someone's saying, I don't know if they're so much a genius anymore, and they're just like living in their own fucking world. Like Kanye came from a nigga who was a nigga living in Chicago to being almost a billionaire. And he ain't got no one. He ain't got Jay checking his ass. He ain't got nobody checking him. His mother's gone. She ain't keeping him in check. I know my mother ain't keeping my ass in check. She's gone. That's what she passed.
Kanye off his meds.
Bruh. You saw him walking around with that shit on his head? That thing? I don't even know what that was. It was like a rat.
Looking like the fucking elephant man.
Yo, that shit was scary. That shit was scary looking. It looked like Leatherface or some shit. He was like, yo, I can't put a face on this. I'm gonna just throw the whole motherfucker over my head.
This is what kills me, man. If you want to be a celebrity, you want to be an actor, you want to be a singer, whatever you want to be. You want to be a celebrity.
I want to be an actor. I want to be in the entertainment. So go ahead and say what you're saying, because I feel like I have a part to that.
Why? Like, I understand you want your private life, but there's shit that comes with this.
Yeah.
You know, it's part of the package.
Yeah. I mean, the paparazzi could get a little crazy. I think that's their biggest thing, paparazzi.
You want to be a big celebrity, or you want to be a fucking B celebrity?
You want to be a rap superstar?
You know what I'm saying?
Live large.
Five
house.
You want to do fucking YouTube movies, or you want to do mainstream movies? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they get mad because people recognize them, or people say, "Oh, I want a picture with you. I want an autograph." And
yo, he's the most unfriendliest looking motherfucker I've ever seen, bro.
You seen the video?
It's like Alec Baldwin and all the motherfuckers. He's on that list. Like he just sits there. It's like,
you seen the video where he banged his head running from the paparazzi?
Nah.
Who walked?
I think I might have. He ran into something? Yeah. I thought you said he was like he did it like intentionally. Nah. I seen that shit.
Bow.
Bro, but that's the type of shit right there that the lights are blinding you. You can't see. I was hearing some shit today where they were talking about somebody was talking about how it was like an ad for some shit, but they were talking about like they still have a celebrity. She still has like PTSD from like flashing of lights and shit like that. Like she gets anxiety. But can you only imagine though if when you leave this building, every time you leave, there's somebody in your fucking face with a camera saying, "Oh shit, what's up, Mike? What's up, Mike? How you doing? You about to go home? What the fuck? What's up? And you're just like, yo, leave me the fuck alone, bro. Leave me alone. Take that shit up the block. Like that, you just don't want to deal with that shit. I can't imagine that people like dealing with that shit. Yeah, I saw this shit.
That shit is funny.
Cause he looking down. Look at him. Don't look at me. Ding.
Brain check.
Kim over here holding him. Yo, you know, in that moment, he wish he had that. He was like, yo, you about to let the Chicago nigga out. He wish he could have been the Chicago nigga right there. Look at him. He's like, yo, I wish I could just snuff you in the fucking face right now. He's angry. He's pissed. Look at him. Yo, look, you know that's the type of life you're gonna have to live, and I guess wearing that shit over your head is a little. I don't. You know what it is? I always end up talking about it, and then I get to a point where I'm just like, just live your life, motherfucker. Just do what you want to do, Kanye. Just do what Kanye want to do. Hey. He's living his own life, nigga. Imagine you could have so much money you could live in your own fucking world. You could walk in on stage and just be like, I'm gonna let you finish. Like that's the white privilege that he wished, that white people could do. He had that black privilege for a second. He just walked up on that stage and it didn't fuck his career up. It made him look crazy. And if anything, it helped his brand. So is he the best businessman ever or not? You could be crazy and still make money, bro.
I don't get it.
Look at the jacket. That's it. That's how you get it.
You would buy that shit?
Nah. I'm not Yo, you see how I dress? I dress in very normal ass clothes. I got Hirachis on with like Levi, not even Hollister shorts on and a fucking H&M shirt on. Like I don't, and anytime I go into H&M, the first place I go is the discount rack.
That fucking.
Not because I'm cheap, but just because I'm not gonna spend. It was like $200 or more than that, right?
What?
His jacket. How much? $300?
I see it on eBay for.
Nah, I'm talking about when it was selling for what it was selling for.
2 racks. Let me see.
Oh, I'm seeing one here for $400.
Yeah, it's about 400.
Wow, somebody put 666.
Oh, it's a Gap jacket.
It's a Gap jacket. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see that one for 12,000.
Yeah, 200. 200.
Yeah. Yo, that's
should look like a
it was selling for 200, right?
Should look like a recycle bag, trash bag for recycle.
Yo, yeah, it really does though. It really does.
Hurry up and take out that trash.
But that's one of the. If you living in that world, that's one of those things you got to deal with. Like it's like all that European shit you be seeing on the runways and stuff when they be having these shows, and you're just sitting there like, who the fuck will wear any of that stuff? Like Justin Bieber, like he dresses like a normal person now.
Yeah, I know. I seen that.
He used to wear the big ass shirts that came down to his knees like it was the 90s all over
yeah.
again. Like what the fuck like they're trying to create this thing instead of just being like normal people who wear normal clothes. And look, I can't say anything because I'm not part of the business. Like if I was part of the flipping game, which this is probably a good game to get into if you're in the flipping game. Like you obviously see that their shit is up for that's at least, $200 to $300 profit at best. And all you had to spend was $200 and be up, I guess, at whatever time to catch the motherfucker. But nigga, that shit really looks like a recycling bag. It really looking at that, like not even the front of it, but the back of that shit.
I know.
The back of it.
Yeah, look at this shit.
Not the front, but the back.
Come on, man. That shit is a fluke.
And I actually have a friend who actually buys like the dope shit, like Supreme and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Supreme, Polo. Like he buys like dope shit, spends like the money on it. He'll wear it.
How about that mask? You get that mask right there? That Kanye mask?
This is the one he was walking across the street with, right?
Yeah, look at that shit.
Or one of them. Nah. He looks like Watchmen.
Looking like he came out of fucking
You know what? That's the only way I would respect, not
like
respect
he came
that
out
mask.
Of Raw.
Out of Raw?
Out of wrestling.
Out of wrestling. He looked like Kane's little brother.
Yeah, take that shit to fucking wrestling with that.
Kane's little brother Cold. Yo, it looks like Watchmen. It looked like Scorpion though, you're right. Yo, it looks like fucking Watchmen.
He got Jesus on there.
Not that I would respect it, but that would be dope if that shit could if he wore that mask and the shit moved. Like if he can get one like Watchmen where it moves and shit, that would be something. But this ain't nothing.
Yo, he put Jesus on the mask with a whole bunch of angels around his head.
It kind of looks cool because his head looks like a skull. Like it looks like it's over a skull. But he got them big ass cheeks. So it's a little hard to see. I can't take him serious with the jacket on though. Because as soon as you went down, it was like him with the mask and then him with the... He looks like an insane person.
He got issues.
How old is Kanye now?
Too old for that bullshit.
Too old for that bullshit. I feel 44 years old, bro. He got too many more summers. He got too many more summers to be living like this.
Yeah, he's bugging out. This shit is crazy.
I like old Kanye. And I know they got that song, Old Kanye. You know, you like the old Kanye. I fuck with old Kanye because that was the music, I guess. Do you fuck with new Kanye, Yeezus and all that shit?
I don't like Kanye at all.
You don't like him? Not even old Kanye? Why not?
I never vibed with. I didn't feel him. I wasn't.
Y'all fuck with Kanye? Let me know in the comments. Y'all fuck with Kanye, or am I tripping? Because I keep hearing people every time he goes on these rants and people like the TMZ rants and shit. People listen to him. There's always people saying, "Yo, I understand exactly what he's saying," and he do be spitting some truth. Some of that shit you gotta like
that nigga don't understand.
Figure it out. Now I feel like he sometimes does. Like sometimes he says certain shit that's like business shit, and you're just like, oh, he's right. But at the same time, it's like some of the shit he be saying just be like, bruh, they gonna put you in a home by the time you hit 55, man. The shit you gonna be saying, I can't. Yo, if it was the 1900s, they would have that nigga in one of those fancy insane asylums, where like you go in and you don't come out and they like cut your fucking head open and they like prod your brain and shit.
Yeah.
Kanye on that level right now. I feel so bad though. I don't want to make fun of him, but he's living that rich man life, and you can either go one way or the other. You either stay on that path or you start to stray a little bit. And I know he's a black man going through the industry and all that shit. Like he's that. It's not easy, but I need a nigga like Jay-Z to tap me on the shoulder and be like, bro, let me just step in this room with me real quick. Let's just talk. Let's figure this shit out. You need a hug, nigga? You just need a hug? You need a hug from a nigga you know? You need a hug from a nigga you recognize? Because all this industry people, they love Kanye. Anybody, white kids love Kanye. The industry loves Kanye. So you only got nothing but yes men around you. Nobody's telling you no.
Yeah.
And Kim, she already a drama queen, so I don't know why the fuck you hooked up with her. How you gonna marry... Bro, how do you marry a bitch? You don't even like drama. You don't like that type of shit in your life. How you marry a bitch that does a reality show about drama? I know you're supposed to be different in person, but I don't know. Excuse me. Prayers to Kanye. Prayers to Kanye. That's all we can do. Prayers to Kanye in that jacket.
Fuck around sanitation gonna give him a fine for walking around with this shit.
You'll be laying down in the park. They're gonna pick your ass up, start dragging you. Say, "Oh, we found a body in a bag in the park. It had leg holes and arm holes in it. I don't know what the fuck was going on." You saw that Jeff Bezos, $28 million for that ticket to go to space. You know what that money could do? Well, I don't know what he's gonna use it towards. I didn't look what he was gonna use it towards. What would you use that money for? $28 million. Charity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to keep
How
most
about
of it.
his wife over here giving away, fucking donating billions.
She ain't trying to, she ain't trying to have that life though. Come on.
She ain't bring that shit this way to Save a Hope Foundation.
Excuse me. Every time they start giving away millions, you start thinking, or billions. Excuse me, sorry.
Like,
every time they start giving away millions of billions, you start thinking like, can I just write a letter? Let me get it like $50,000. Just it's nothing to you. It's nothing. It'll go to a good cause. I'm starting a business.
I'll cut her lawn with a fucking pair of scissors.
She got a high school. Isn't he a social studies teacher or some shit?
Yeah.
Social studies. You going? Nah, man. You can't beat a social. There's something special about that motherfucker. If he's a social studies teacher, there's something special about that motherfucker. I don't think you could beat it.
He said he didn't know. He didn't know she she was
when he met her.
Loaded that, yeah.
Oh,
imagine that shit.
See, that nigga right there is what these dudes go out like when they got money. They go out and they just find a bitch and they be like, I didn't even know he was a millionaire. He just brought me out to eat and he brought me back to his place and I didn't know. That's how that nigga found out. He was like, oh, she changed the last. She pulled out the old ID card and shit. Started going to the bar. Hold on, I'm checking to see. I don't know what they plan on doing with that money. Oh no, $2 billion. Oh, that was on Thursday though. Mm-hmm. He was committed like $2 billion to helping the homeless and shit like that. Nah, that ain't shit. What the fuck is $2 billion? I don't know, man. I don't think I'm at that point in my life yet where I can imagine what you could do with that type of money. That's the problem. Like I'm sitting here trying to figure out Kanye, but you can't imagine when you live in that type of life with that type of money. Like he could just live on a ranch for the rest of his fucking life and just mind his business for like a year, which I'm sure he's done. But once you hit that spotlight, I guess it gets crazy. But even just Jeff Bezos, I guess. I even want to look I don't even want to look up how much he's worth because I can't imagine.
This is crazy.
I'm gonna cry in the car. You want to cry in the Ferrari or you want to cry on the couch? All right, get your ass in there. Get your ass in there and get to work. You saw the French president get slapped?
Bro.
Pimp smacked the shit out that nigga. And he's only, I think that guy's only gonna get like 4 months or some shit in jail or prison.
They're gonna ship that motherfucker.
He might die in there, but but they only said he got 4 months or some shit like that. So who knows? Bruh, if they would have tried some shit like that on Obama, if you would have tried some shit like that with Trump, you'd have some shit on your hand. But if you tried that shit with Obama, you would have had a couple of niggas trying to fuck you in jail. They'd have tried to give you that Derek Chauvin treatment. Anybody try to put their hands on him yet?
I don't know.
I wonder if anybody tried to put their hands on him.
Man, that's a good question.
Assaulted. Derek Chauvin assaulted. Nothing shows up. Nah, some bullshit. They are trying to get him off though, on some technicalities and all that bullshit. Damn, I couldn't imagine getting smacked. Just being the president of a fucking country and someone's able to just smack you, or someone's even able. Actually, I guess it's better than getting assassinated, because you definitely don't want to get fucking shot. Like, I think Ronald Reagan got shot. I'd rather get smacked in the fucking face than shot like Ronald Reagan.
I said that motherfucker's gonna be shipped to like Siberia or some shit.
Bro, what do they do there? What do French people do? They too fucking nice. That's why. They're supposed to be. That's why they're such assholes. Because all the shit they.
Yeah.
I don't want to say they ran away from.
Away with.
They get away with, ran away from in history and all that shit. Ugh. I'm trying to think if I've ever heard that happen before. Nah, that's too disrespectful. Actually, oh, you know, actually, that's what I was thinking of. You remember in that movie with Chris Rock, Head of State, when he calls security and then they just disappear? They just come over, you hear that noise, and then they just grab the motherfucker and they just disappear out the fucking scene. That's exactly what it should have looked like, right there. They should have fucking had that dude in the car, in the trunk, gone. He should have been on his way to fucking Saudi Arabia, whatever you were saying. Sudan.
Yeah, I watched that shit, that video, man, so many times. I keep laughing. I was like, this dude is assed out.
He did it with a mask on, though. He got hit with a mask on, so I guess it was less of a bitch smack with the mask on. I gotta hope it was better of a smack with the mask on. You watch any of the Floyd fight and shit? I didn't watch it, but I heard it. I didn't. It's not my thing. I don't really care that much.
I was like,
I didn't grow up with it enough.
Floyd, you know what? I gotta stop watching the shit. I gotta stop watching fights.
He said it. He said
exhibition fights.
Yeah.
Because it's just.
It didn't even count as a fight.
Like it was trash.
It was a video game. It was a fucking video game. When you could make a big giant fucking character and you could just beat up the other one.
It was just like the Tyson fight. Like Tyson's fight, Tyson fought holding back punches. You know, he wasn't throwing his full punches, full potential. And everybody's like, "Oh, it was an exhibition." So what? An exhibition? So now I guess we classify exhibition boxing as modeling or just fucking play fighting.
Bro, I have it written right here, and that shit says
was
life is a
brutal.
video game, just like the Grand Theft Auto shit with the guy throwing Molotovs at the girls trying to steal the car. That's the same exact situation. Is now we have these people that are just—it's like celebrity deathmatch.
Yeah.
Like this shit has come. Like celebrities are getting so desperate that they need anything. I mean, I can't say he didn't make his money. If you're a businessman,
at the end of the day, he, like they said. I mean,
but does that? I keep hearing, does it hurt boxing?
Yeah, it does. I mean, no, I don't see none. Canelo don't respect that shit.
I agree that the MMA fighters and all that shit and boxers need to be paid more because you're playing.
I want to see that
game,
motherfucker. I want to see one of the Paul brothers going to MMA.
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen. They're gonna have too much fucking money by the time someone gives them an offer. If anything, they're gonna be offering them a fucking partnership.
Yeah, but there's no faking it in MMA. Like you're gonna get your you're gonna
the fucking Ben Askren shit, this Floyd Mayweather shit, which he didn't want to. Even if he could have knocked that motherfucker out, he knows it would have broke his fucking wrist.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is boxing. If they take it to MMA ring, there's no faking it.
That's why Conor McGregor didn't fucking MMA fight Floyd Mayweather. Like He keeps getting people to come to him, like, come to me and just give me this paper. Like, he just made another fucking dude. He just made
100 mil.
Another 100 mil, which is the lifetime of.
Would you
I
let
don't know
a
how
boxer
many
knock
people
you
could
out
live off
for
that
$1
shit.
million?
What?
Would you
Do what?
would you let a boxer knock you out for $1 million?
No. Fuck.
For $1 million?
No. Fuck no.
Man,
You can get
listen.
a concussion. Am I falling on a mattress?
Nigga, you get
Am I
knocked
falling on a
out.
ring? Nah. You can get a concussion. You could fucking knock your skull open. No, thank you. I'll be in there trying to fight back too. I'll try. I'll give it my all. But you better imagine, nigga, that I don't want to do it because I know at the end of the day that shit is brain damage or I'm gonna be hitting my fucking head right on that motherfucking ground. And that is not for me. No, thank you. No, thank you. That is not for me. Especially you get to a point where you start forgetting shit and they tell you got a fucking concussion or your brain's leaking or it's got some shit. I'd be terrified if I don't know, woke up and forgot my fucking name or where I was for 5 seconds. You want me to get punched in the fucking head and wake up and be like, where am I for like 10 days? No, thank you.
What
No,
happened?
thank
I
you.
don't know.
And you wake up in the hospital. What the dude who woke up I think they knocked him into a coma or some shit. Wasn't that the dude that and that was a boxing fight. I can't remember. I don't know the names and all this shit, but the dude got knocked out. I mean, it might have been an MMA fight too.
No, I don't know.
Nah, all I know is the dude got fucking like rocked in his face, and he got knocked out, and he was in the hospital, like he was in a coma. He was good, but they had to they were worried, like they were like, "Yo, is he gonna be all right?" Like the other guy cried, I think. Like he was worried, bro. Like he was like, "Yo, I think I killed him." Like it was that bad. If you knock somebody out and they're just laying there, you either better get the fuck out of there or start doing CPR, nigga. You either catching a body or you on the run, nigga. You better get out of there. Run! I know you're doing it right now. Get out of there. I'm still thinking about that French president getting slapped, bro. Yeah, nah. Oh, fuck, man. You sure you don't want a Heineken, bro? You sure?
No.
Feeling pretty good.
He was like, Mon Cherie. The funny part is the president came running over. Check that.
Bro, he was so excited to see it. He was like, my people, how are...
Like, well,
And his security didn't have him, bro.
French toast.
Is that what it's called now? When you smack the shit out of somebody, you French toasting them? Oh,
Yeah, he
shit.
hit that motherfucker with a twisted T.
Oh, shit. You saw, what's his name? Fucking, Buddy's name. It was Aaron Carter versus, who's that big dude? I can't think of his name. The basketball guy. Is he a basketball guy? Shit, I'm running a blank on his name. The Aaron Carter dude. I think it was Aaron Carter. Lamar Odom. That's his name. Lamar Odom.
No, I didn't.
I didn't see it either, but it kind of looked like a child trying to fight like an adult.
No, I didn't even get to see. Oh no, bullshit. Hold up. No,
You know what? That's funny.
bullshit. I did see that.
That's just like what. That's just the opposite of what the fucking Floyd fight in the Logan Paul fight is.
Yes.
It's just a little white dude versus a big black dude.
Yes.
And guess who won? Or who? Well, at least I guess they.
He got smoked out.
Well, at least I guess Aaron Carter did get knocked the fuck out. I think he got knocked out. I think I heard that. See, it's such a topic of discussion, but it's not enough to watch it.
You don't like boxing?
I didn't grow up with it.
Nah, shit.
And MMA is my generation's thing. But I don't really get into that either. What I've really been trying to watch, and I really watch it on Instagram, is the bare knuckle fighting.
Okay.
And they just wrap their fucking hands.
Nah, my shit. Is
Like that's it.
You ever seen the slap fights?
Back in the 2000s when it was on, like that was a thing on YouTube, like cat videos and slap boxing videos.
No. Fucking hold on.
I ain't seen a slap.
That was
boxing
in New
video in
York.
fucking forever.
There was a New York radio station. They had they used to have a contest. Slap contest.
Oh, the slap, like the ones, like the straight. I be seeing
Like
those on
arm
Instagram.
wrestling?
Yeah.
But
I be seeing those on Instagram. The bigger the dude, the harder you fall, bro.
Man,
I've seen a big dude versus like a medium dude who was big too. He smacked the shit out of that dude, and everybody behind him had to like catch his big ass. Like 5 people had to catch him. I'd get smacked for $1 million. Like, but you gotta smack me like you smacked the president, the French president. You could French toast me, my nigga, for $1 million, but it's gotta be like you did that, dude. You can't be smacking me like these big dudes be smacking these fucking. And this is another one that needs rules and regulations, because they be having some small dudes versus some big ass guys on here, which I'm sure it somehow is like a tournament where it like comes down to the ultimate smacker and shit, but the ultimate French toaster. But this is. I can't imagine getting smacked by a King Kong nigga when you were fucking Steve Urkel nigga. Look at him. You look at Aston Bronson when he was bigger. And what is it? It's a point if you flinch?
Ooh. Nah, who gets knocked out?
Yeah, but they don't even start hard.
Look at that shit.
Nah, I would have died. I would have died from that hit.
He slapped the cement out his ass.
You ain't see the wheelbarrow near his ass when he got smacked? Dude, look. Yo, this is what I'm trying to figure out. All this shit that they told you not to do, kids used to do this shit in high school at the lunch table. Now look at the setup. It looks like a gaming, it looks like a fucking a game show.
Yeah, it is.
And gaming, don't sit in front of the TV. Don't play these games. Now these kids are fucking millionaires from playing video games all day.
This shit is crazy.
All the shit they told you not to do is now a TV show.
Dude, what the fuck is this? This is like a TV show somewhere.
They look like they about.
This shit is new. It's called Punch Down.
Punch Down?
Yo,
check that out, guys. Punch Down. If you like those smacking things, those smacking competitions, those French toast competitions.
Look at this shit.
It's the last French toast joke.
He slapped. God damn, he slapped. He got French president slapped.
Yo.
Look.
Look, he gets smacked and he can stand, and then he goes like that. I'm a man. I can get.
Yeah, you know why he's doing that?
These are just dumb TV shows, though.
Murder that other guy.
Yo, I can't imagine. Now we're going to commercial, and you watch a fucking Bounty commercial, and then a Downy commercial, and then a fucking Amazon commercial, and you come back, and we're smacking people in the face again.
Yeah.
See, this is the type of shit I worry about, though, because I worry that we're gonna get to a point where this type of shit is reality. Like, people are gonna get so dumbed down to like this. Like, this is what we're gonna be doing. Like, people, was it another Black Mirror episode or what was it? Idiocracy, and they're just watching like dumbass, like, game shows and shit like that.
They call him the God of Slapping.
Check it out, the God of Slapping.
Yeah. Let's see. This shit is crazy.
Bruh. Oof. He smacked him in the neck. He felt that shit. Oof. Bro, I've seen people pass out getting hit like this and shit. But this is always on Instagram. Instagram's like the key to that shit. Check out bare knuckle fighting. If you want to see some shit, bare knuckle fighting is the shit you want to check out.
This is going right here. First off, dude got his the white in his eyes.
This one right here. This one right here.
Like,
this guy with the tattoos in it looks like an alien from like Sims or some shit. He is standing next to this giant, big ass bear looking dude who smacks him into fucking another universe. I don't get it.
Pause this right here. You know, you seen the 6ix9ine video where Meek Mill is fucking with, you know,
I heard of it.
And in the parking lot, he's like, at this moment is when he knows he fucked up. That's it.
Doesn't he? He flinches, I think.
He flinches. All right, watch this shit.
Excuse me. He gets his molly rock. Ooh, look, nigga, he brought the whole table. The other dude that I was talking about, the two big dudes.
God.
Excuse me. The medium big dude and the big dude.
His spirit is back there.
Didn't even grab the table. He just fell back. This little dude grabbed the table.
Bro, did you not see?
I wish you guys could see this.
Look, his spirit got knocked out.
Ain't there yet.
Look, his spirit is back there.
His hat came, nigga.
Look, he's standing back here. Look. His spirit is like, yo, he got knocked out. Let me get back in my body.
An out of body experience. He flinched before. Yo, I give that nigga props though, because he saw that shit coming. He flinched and he took it.
He almost died.
He knew what was going on. He took that shit. But that was fucking ridiculous.
They're like, you ready for round 2?
That was ridiculous, bro. That was ridiculous. I can't imagine. All right. We're getting to about that time. About to knock out a part 2. Got some more subjects for you guys.
Mon chéri.
Mon chéri. How many times must I smack you before you act right, Macron? Yo, he smacked the shit out that nigga, bro. It's crazy. We gonna be fighting presidents. All right. That's another episode of Beige Connection Podcast. That is episode 16, part 1. I'm gonna knock out part 2. Please check out all my social medias: The Life of Beige, Beige Connection Podcast, Ignorance_and_history, and then check out my YouTube, Beige Connection Productions. I was about to fuck that up. Productions. We are the YouTube, which is where you'll find all the content. You'll find Ignorance and History Podcast. Excuse me. And check the Instagrams, because I'm going to post after this when I put it live, or post the live one. I'm going to put it on there, and you guys can go check out, shit. Forgot where I was going on that. Don't get high, kids. All right. Check you guys later. Look out for the next episode. Smoke weed every day, baby. Later. Feel good.